The B.E.S archetype is one of the most underrated archetype. Actually, not one of the most underrated. Excuse me, but one of the weakest archetypes in Yu-Gi-Oh's history. One of the biggest flaws of the B.E.S deck building process is the fact that each card can easily be negated by every single hand trap in the game's history. And unfortunately, Konami has decided to announce a new set of B.E.S cards for Burst Protocol, which is pretty dumb. I mean, the archetype is so bad. It's one of the worst archetypes out there. Just because of the fact that they can easily be negated by cards like Ghost Bell, Ash Blossom, Imperm. It can be negated by literally everything, and you just have like nothing on board, and you essentially lose. And Konami decided to announce 4 brand new cards, which make no sense whatsoever. But here we are, and let's talk about those 4 new cards. Now, as a disclaimer, we found out that these cards will be released. They will be released, I believe, sometime this week or something like that. As a structure deck in Duel Links, and it will also be a part of a brand new secret pack, if you will, on Master Duel, which I believe the both updates should be done by now. So yeah, it's gonna be very interesting, to say the very least, of how good these cards could possibly be. But let's talk about them. So first up, we've got Vic Viper Type L. And of course, it is a 4-star light machine with 1200 attack, 800 defense. And both of its effects are once per turn. The first effect reads: at the start of your battle phase, you can activate one of these effects. Special summon a machine monster from your hands. Send a level 4 lower light machine monster from your deck to the grave. So, so just off of that effect alone, you can either Sidra out a machine, or you can foolish a light machine to your graveyard. Which, I mean, it's not bad. It's not bad. I mean, the funny thing is that this card can actually is actually generic cyber dragon support. So it's not too bad. The only downside is that you have to use one of these effects at the start of your battle phase. So you would literally have to either special summon Sidra to your board from your hand, if it's bricked in your hand, or you can foolish excuse me, or you could foolish to your graveyard, you know, a card like say Cyber Dragon Core or something like that, or maybe like foolish out Cyber Dragon Noster or Cyber Dragon Herz or whatever, which gives you fodder for your for any of your fusion plays that they may have at your disposal. So the effect is not bad. it's just not. It's just like it's super conditional. It's conditional. The second effect reads: if this card is destroyed, you can target one light machine in your grave, special summon it, and if its original attack is 1200 or less, it gains 1200. So interestingly enough, if you were to foolish, say for example, Cyber Dragon Hurts. If this card gets popped, you can summon back hers, and it gains 1200 attack. Which, I mean, it's like okay, but you're mainly going to be using hers for as fusion fodder. So it's like okay, it's just like not the best effect you could think of. Next up, we've got B.E.S. B.E.S. Dellinger Core, not Dillinger Core, Dellinger, Dellinger. Dellinger. Had to make sure that I spelled that pronounced it right. Otherwise, I probably would get heat for it. But there's the artwork, there's the card. And it is a 10-star light machine with 1900 attack, 3000 defense. And both of its effects are once per turn. The first effect reads, you can reveal one other B.E.S. monster in your hand, special summon this card from your hand, and place 3 counters on it. Second effect reads, during the main phase as a quick effect, you can remove 1 counter from this card, then activate one of these effects. Add 1 boss rush or boss rush or a spell trap that mentions it from your deck to your hand. Special summon a level 9 or lower B.E.S. monster from your grave. So, okay, so this card can either be Spell and Trap Rhoda, or it can be a Monster Reborn, which, I mean, to be fair, Reborn is not bad. Having a Monster Reborn effect on a body is not bad. 100%, it's not the worst effect, but it's not the best either, because if you were to use that effect and you target like let's say B.E.S. Big Core or something like that, your opponent can then counter by using cards like Ghost Spell or potentially Call By, which to be fair, if your opponent does have a Call By set, they're basically considered the best Yu-Gi-Oh player in existence, which is wild. But I will say that if you have another level 10 monster on board, you can then if you have three level 10 monsters on board, you can go into cards like Sky Palace, Gangari Day, or you can go into pretty much any other like rank 10 Xyz in the game, including Super Dimensional Galaxy Destroyer, which I believe is a Harpy's Feather Duster on a rank 10 body. So I mean, it's not bad. Not good either. Next up, we've got Super B.E.S. Metal Slave. You heard me right, Metal Slave. Yeah. Kind of a weird name. Feel like it shouldn't have been Slave, but it is what it is. Let's see here. It is an 11-star Dark Machine with 3100 attack and defense, and both of its effects are once per turn. Actually, the first effect is a once per turn. The second effect is a once per chain. So the first effect reads, you can send up to 5 level 10 or lower B.E.S. monsters with different names from your hand and or deck to the grave. Special summon this card from your hand. Then place counters on it equal to the number of cards sent to the grave to activate this effect. Second effect, again, is a once per chain, and it's a quick effect. Says you can remove 1 counter from this card, target 2 face-up cards on the field, including a B.E.S. monster you control, destroy them. Okay, let's be real. Imperm is definitely a card that can stop this card's effect, because it would basically just lose all. It would literally lose all of its counters. And if that were to be the case, you literally would have nothing over your opponent, because if you were to summon out this card and your opponent goes imperm, all you have left is a 3100 body. And I mean, it's like, what can you do with it, right? It's like, I mean, yeah, it's like, yeah, sure, you could link it off for something, but then it's like, what are you gonna do? So it's like, okay, but it could have been worse. The effects could have been worse. Now for the final card of this video, it is known as Boss on Parade. If the photo will load. There we go. There we go. Took a second, but we got it. And it is a continuous spell with 3 different effects. The first one reads, when this card resolves, add 1 B.E.S monster from your deck to your hand. Second effect reads, once per turn, you can destroy 1 monster in your hand or field, and if you do, special summon a light machine with 1200 attack and 1000 or less defense from your deck to either field. Third effect reads, you can banish the card from your grave, place 1 boss rush from your deck or grave face up on your field. Let's just be real, like, I'm just being completely honest. This card, this continuous spell, can easily get ashed every single turn, and you're basically just like doing nothing. It's like, if you play this card, your opponent just goes like, you know what, fuck this, ash, and now you have like nothing. You have nothing to show for it. So my thoughts on the new B.E.S support, it's not good. It, like, literally the B.E.S archetype is considered one of the worst archetypes out there, aside from like, what, maybe Warrock and what's that other one? Oh my god, what's the other one? I'm trying to remember. It's been a minute. Red Eyes? I think it's either, I think Red Eyes and the Cyber Angels, if I remember correctly. I think so. I think those are the only ones, minus the I think all those plus the B.E.S archetype are some of the worst archetypes in existence, just because of the fact that we're not getting the right support for those specific archetypes. Like with Red Eyes, yeah, sure, we might have gotten a new Xyz monster, but we need others. We need more Xyz monsters, new fusions and whatnot for Red Eyes for the deck to actually be a viable strategy. Where as opposed to the B.E.S archetype, it's just not that good at all. It's like literally one of the worst archetypes out there, and the support literally just makes the deck worse. So it's literally not even worth it. Not even worth trying. But with that being said, that will do it for today's video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure you guys smash that thumbs up button. If you guys are new to the channel, you guys want more card discussions in the future, then be sure to subscribe to the channel, turn on the notification bell, and as always, make sure you guys are following me on all my social media. All of my ats will be in the description below, as will the info to my fan mail. It will also be in the description as well. And on that, this is your boy Nash, signing out.